All right, so get this. Have you ever haggled for, like, souvenirs on vacation?
Yeah, sure.
Well, imagine doing that for your hotel room.
Oh, wow.
That's CheQin.ai. They're shaking things up, letting travelers bargain for the best hotel prices.
Mm.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're
Interesting.
going to unpack how CheQin.ai
Yeah.
is using AI to, like, totally revolutionize hotel booking. Think real-time bidding wars between hotels.
Really?
No commission fees. You can even get a room for just a few hours if you need it.
Hmm.
This is about way more than just booking a room. It's about AI changing the whole travel game.
Yeah. So what makes CheckIn.ai so different?
Well, I was reading this article in the Times of India.
Uh-huh.
They called CheckIn.ai a potential disruptor in the hotel world
I can see why they'd say that.
because they're getting rid of commissions altogether.
Wow.
Yeah. So no more of those huge fees going to, like, online travel agencies.
Right.
CheckIn.ai connects travelers directly with hotels, letting them bid on rooms.
Ah, so it's live.
Yeah, in real time. And get this, their platform is powered by AI.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's analyzing market trends and pricing to make sure the rates are competitive for everyone.
I see.
So how does the bidding work? Okay, so let's say you're, I don't know, planning a trip to Singapore.
Okay.
You open the CheckIn.ai app,
Yeah?
enter your dates and what you're looking for in a hotel, and bam. The app shows you the 5 lowest offers from hotels in the area you want to stay.
Gotcha.
And the best part,
What's that?
those offers are constantly changing. Hotels are competing for your booking. Like, it's like a silent auction.
Mm.
It's kind of like eBay, but for hotel rooms, you know?
Yeah.
The hotels are trying to grab your attention, offering the most attractive bid. No more endlessly searching for deals or feeling like you paid too much.
Right.
So for hotels, this is a total game changer.
Yeah, how so?
Well, think about it. They're saving tons of money on those commission fees,
Uh-huh.
which can be like 25%.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
That's a big chunk of their revenue going back to them.
right.
Plus, it levels the playing field.
Yes.
Smaller, independent hotels, they can now compete directly with the big chains.
That's good.
Yeah, they can offer their, like, unique charm and personalized service to attract travelers.
Makes sense.
And they get all this data about what travelers want and how you book, so they can adjust what they offer and attract the right guests.
I see. So it benefits both sides.
Exactly. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Travelers and hotels both come out ahead.
So let's break down the specific benefits for each. Let's start with the travelers.
Okay, so for travelers, the biggest perk is saving money, right?
Obviously. Who doesn't want to score a fancy hotel room for a steal?
You got that right. But it's more than just saving money. It's about feeling in control. With CheckIn.ai, you get to set your budget, choose the hotel you want, and see all the offers right there. No hidden fees, no confusing pricing algorithms.
That's really cool.
Totally. It's all about transparency and knowing you're getting the best possible deal. And it's so convenient. The whole booking process is streamlined. Find your hotel, pick your offer, and boom, you're booked.
Yeah, no more like clicking through a million websites, comparing prices, or dealing with those annoying booking forms. Check-in.ai makes it all so simple.
Totally. So travelers can just focus on the fun part,
Yeah.
planning their trip.
Exactly. Now let's switch gears and look at it from the hotelier side. What's in it for them?
Well, we talked about those commission fees disappearing,
Right. That's a big one.
saving them a lot of money.
For sure.
But it's not just about the money. Check-in.ai also gives hotels more control over their, like, pricing and marketing.
Yeah, how so?
They get real-time data and analytics,
Oh, interesting.
so they can adjust their bids, target certain types of travelers, and try to fill more rooms.
Makes sense.
It's like they always know what's happening in the market.
Uh-huh.
They can see what's working, what's not, and make smart decisions.
So they can really tailor their strategy.
Exactly. And since they're connecting directly with travelers, they can build stronger relationships,
Yeah.
Offer personalized experiences, and hopefully get people to come back again.
So it's more than just a transaction.
Exactly. It's about, like, putting the guest first.
Yeah, what about those shorter stays?
Yep.
Like day-use bookings, those are getting pretty popular.
Definitely.
Can Check-in.ai handle those?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Their platform is built to handle all sorts of bookings, even those short ones.
So, like, if I'm a business traveler and just need a room for a few hours, or
Yeah.
someone with a long layover and just want to, relax and freshen up.
Exactly. Check-in.ai can help with that.
That's great. And for hotels, that's a whole new way to make money.
Right.
They can attract a wider range of guests and keep those rooms filled even during slower times.
Totally. It's all about being flexible and adapting to what travelers want these days.
Speaking of adapting, that Times of India article mentioned how Check-in.ai is making the hotel industry more democratic.
Oh, yeah, what do they mean by that?
Well, it means that smaller hotels, boutique hotels, those with something special to offer, they can now compete with the big chains.
That's awesome.
They don't have to rely on those expensive travel agencies or just their brand name.
Right.
They can attract guests based on the value and experience they provide.
It's like leveling the playing field.
Exactly. And that's good for travelers too, right?
Yeah, more choices, better prices, and a wider variety of options.
Now, let's be real. There will always be people who are hesitant about new technology
Sure.
or worry about, potential downsides.
Of course. But from what we've seen, CheQin.ai is taking those concerns seriously.
Like what?
Well, some people might worry about bias in the AI algorithms that run the bidding system.
Yeah, that's a valid concern.
But CheQin.ai is working to make sure everything is fair and transparent.
Okay, good.
They have systems in place to monitor the algorithms and make sure no one is being treated unfairly.
That makes sense. And what about the argument that Check-in.ai could hurt traditional travel agents?
Right, so it's true that any new technology can disrupt the job market.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's more accurate to see Check-in.ai as a way for the travel industry to evolve.
I see what you mean.
They're pushing the industry to adapt, to focus on the customer, and embrace these new technologies,
Right.
which ultimately creates a more vibrant travel ecosystem.
And probably even new opportunities along the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier how Check-in.ai is revolutionizing hotel booking, but their impact could be much bigger than that, don't you think?
Absolutely. Their focus on transparency, control, and using AI to negotiate could change any industry where price is important.
Wow, so imagine bidding on flights, rental cars, even whole vacation packages.
It's pretty mind-blowing, right?
Totally. And as travelers get used to having this kind of control and personalization, I think they'll want it in other areas too.
I agree. That's an exciting thought. But copying Check-in.ai's model won't be easy.
Yeah, why not?
Every industry has its own challenges.
You hear?
Like the airline industry, their pricing structures are so complex.
And they have all those partnerships.
Right. And rental cars, that's all about logistics and managing their fleet.
Good points.
Huh.
So it won't be simple, but the potential is there.
For sure. And with Check-in.ai's track record, I think they could figure it out.
Yeah, they're not afraid to try new things.
Definitely a company to watch.
So what stands out to you most about CheQin.ai and what they're doing?
Well, I think it's fascinating how they're using technology to empower both travelers and hoteliers.
Uh-huh.
They're creating a more transparent and fair market.
Right, where everyone has a say.
And they're doing it in a way that's easy to use and understand.
It's great to see a company that cares about more than just making money.
Yeah, they're actually trying to make the travel industry better.
Exactly. They're reminding us that technology should make our lives better, not control them.
Yeah.
And even though CheQin.ai can make travel more efficient and affordable,
Uh-huh.
it's still up to us to embrace the journey and make those meaningful connections.
That's a great point. Technology can help us travel, but it's the human element that makes it special.
So true. Well, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into CheQin.ai.
Yeah, it's been fascinating learning about Check-in.ai. But before we finish up, I want to hear your thoughts on how far this model could go. Could this, AI-powered haggling spread to other parts of travel, like you mentioned before, flights and stuff?
Oh, definitely. It's a really interesting possibility. Imagine bidding on a first-class upgrade or getting a better deal on a luxury rental car. Bringing that transparency and control that CheQin.ai is all about could completely change the travel experience, for the better.
It would give travelers so much more power and flexibility. But like we said earlier, each industry has its own quirks. Think about airlines, their pricing is super complicated.
Yeah, and all those partnerships they have, trying to integrate this real-time bidding system into that would be a huge challenge.
And for rental cars, it's all about logistics and managing those fleets. So yeah, there are hurdles, but the potential is huge. Definitely. And with Check-in.ai's track record of innovation, I wouldn't be surprised if they found a way to make it happen, or at least inspired other companies to give it a shot.
I think we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg with AI in the travel world.
For sure, this is only the beginning. We're moving towards a travel experience that's more personalized, more transparent, and honestly just more enjoyable.
I love it. So as we wrap up, what's the one big takeaway you want our listeners to remember about Check-in.ai?
I want them to know that things are changing in the travel industry. Check-in.ai shows us that technology can empower everyone involved, travelers and businesses. It's a win-win situation. It's a really exciting time to be a traveler, and I encourage everyone to embrace these new ideas, see how they can make your next trip even better.
Absolutely. So next time you're planning a getaway, skip